kindness, an act so simple, yet it holds the power to change lives. Compassion is often seen as a sign of weakness in our fast-paced world. But what if I told you that kindness is one of the strongest forces on earth? In this story, we explore the power of love and compassion through a timeless Zen tale that reveals how even the smallest acts of kindness can create ripples of transformation. Stay with me as we unravel a heartwarming Zen story about kindness, its hidden power, and how it shapes not just others, but also ourselves. And remember, what you give to the world always finds a way back to you. In a small village nestled among mountains, there lived a wise Zen monk, Master Tenzin. His teachings on compassion and kindness were well known across the land, but one day, a wealthy merchant approached him with a heavy heart. Merchant said, "Master Tenzin, I've heard of your wisdom, but I must confess, I find no peace in my heart. I have everything, wealth, power, influence, yet I am empty. I see people suffering, but how can my kindness help them? Surely one small act means nothing in this vast, unforgiving world." Master Tenzin smiles softly and responds, "Come with me tomorrow morning. I will show you something that will change your view forever." The next day, Master Tenzin led the merchant to an old well in the center of the village. The well was dry, abandoned for many years. Master Tenzin bent down, picked up a small pebble, and tossed it into the well. The sound of the pebble hitting the bottom echoes through the silence. Merchant, confused. "Master, what is the meaning of this?" Master Tenzin gazes into the well. "Watch closely. You'll see how even the smallest of stones can create ripples." Master Tenzin explained, "This is how kindness works. Just like the ripples from the pebble, a single act of kindness spreads far beyond what we can see. One kind word, one compassionate act can create waves that change the world." The merchant, still skeptical, continued his journey with Master Tenzin. Along the way, they came across a poor beggar sitting by the side of the road, his clothes torn and his face weathered from years of hardship. "Please, spare some food. I've not eaten in days." Beggar-asked merchant instinctively reaches for his pouch of coins, but hesitates. Though the merchant had enough wealth to spare, doubt clouded his mind. How could a simple coin make a difference in this man's life? But, remembering the lesson of the pebble, he placed a single coin in the beggar's hand. As they walk away, the beggar smiles and thanks the merchant warmly, but the merchant feels no different. Little did the merchant know his small act of kindness was already creating ripples. The beggar shared what he had with another in need, and in that moment, the merchant began to see kindness multiplies. As they continued through the village, the merchant noticed something strange. The same people he had helped in small ways, whether with a smile or a coin, were now helping others. One by one, acts of kindness spread throughout the village. Merchant, amazed. "I see now, Master. Even the smallest act of kindness can grow into something far greater. But why have I never felt this before?" Master Tenzin smiles warmly. "Because true kindness comes from the heart, not from obligation. When we give freely, without expecting anything in return, we open ourselves to the true power of compassion." With each step, the merchant felt a lightness in his heart. The emptiness he had carried for so long was fading, replaced by a deep sense of fulfillment. He realized that kindness wasn't just about helping others, it was about transforming himself. Merchant, thoughtfully. "Master, I thought wealth was my greatest strength, but now I see it is love and compassion that truly empower me." Master Tenzin nods. "Indeed, the greatest gift you can give is the kindness of your heart. Remember this, and you will never be empty again. And so, the merchant learned that kindness is not measured by the size of the act, but by the intention behind it. Each small, compassionate action sends ripples into the world, ripples that can grow into waves of change. Just like the pebble in the well, your kindness has the power to impact countless lives, even in ways you may never see. In today's world, where life moves fast and kindness often goes unnoticed, this lesson is more important than ever. Take a moment each day to offer a small act of compassion, a smile, a word of encouragement, a helping hand. You never know whose life you might touch, and how that act of kindness might come back to you in unexpected ways. As we reflect on this Zen tale, it becomes clear that the lessons of kindness and compassion are not confined to ancient stories. They are woven into the very fabric of nature itself. Just like the ripple created by a stone in water, so too do our actions send waves into the world, touching the lives of others in ways we often can't imagine. Think about it. When a single tree falls in the forest, it doesn't just impact the ground where it lands. The soil shifts, animals take notice, and the entire ecosystem feels its effects. Similarly, when we perform an act of kindness, no matter how small, it reverberates through our communities like a gust of wind rippling through a field of grass. In real life, we see countless examples of this ripple effect. A smile given to a stranger can brighten their day, encouraging them to pass that positivity to someone else. A random act of generosity, like buying a meal for a person in need, can inspire that person to pay it forward. It's a chain reaction, a cycle of goodness that keeps on growing. In today's fast-paced world, where we're often caught up in our own struggles, these moments of connection are more important than ever. Modern life is filled with challenges, stress from work, social pressures, uncertainty about the future. It's easy to get lost in the noise and forget the simple power of kindness. But if we pause, if we choose to act with compassion, we can change not only our lives, but the lives of those around us. Think about how much lighter you feel after helping someone without expecting anything in return. That lightness is the true reward of compassion. It lifts the weight of our own burdens and replaces it with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Now more than ever, in a world divided by borders, politics, and ideologies, kindness is the bridge that connects us all. It breaks down barriers, softens hardened hearts, and reminds us of our shared humanity. Whether it's lending a helping hand to a colleague, offering a word of encouragement to someone who's struggling, or simply being present for a loved one, each act of kindness adds a little more light to the world. And here's the thing, kindness isn't just about others, it's about you. When you live with compassion, you're planting seeds of positivity in your own heart. Those seeds grow, transforming your outlook on life, making you more resilient, more open, more grateful. By practicing kindness daily, you'll find that life becomes more meaningful, more connected, and more fulfilling. Imagine what our world could look like if we all embraced this simple truth. Every person you meet is fighting their own battle, facing their own struggles. A kind word, a small gesture, can ease their burden, even if just for a moment, and in turn, they may be inspired to lift someone else. This is how we create a ripple effect. This is how we change the world. So, the next time you're faced with a choice, remember the pebble in the well. Choose kindness, choose compassion, and watch as the ripples spread, not just in the lives of others, but in your own life as well. Thank you for joining me on this journey through love and compassion. If this story touched your heart, share it with others, and let's create a wave of kindness that reaches far beyond ourselves. Together, we can build a world that is not just better, but truly transformed by the power of compassion. Until next time, stay kind, stay compassionate, and remember, the ripple begins with you.